Hey guys, Gathering Magic back again. Just wanted to do a quick land update as far as what I'm doing with my land, and also go through something that I think might be kind of a hidden opportunity that maybe a lot of us are overlooking that are land holders. So I want to get to that. So first, let's go through my land. So as you guys know, my main region is region 43. You can see here it looks like I've got 14 of 15 plots active and running. So what's going on with that other plot? One of the things I started doing is I took one of my magical plots that had been producing wood, and I'm changing that back to research. The reason I'm doing that is because with the announcement from Cryptomancer that they're going to be working on land cards. So these are going to be cards that aren't going to be typical monster cards, but they're going to be used specifically for land and for mage wagons. My thinking is those are probably going to incorporate research in some fashion. They said there's going to be 4 different rarities, one of each. So I'm thinking, maybe the first one, it costs, maybe a couple thousand research to unlock, and then maybe you have to produce so many of those and you can unlock the rare. Regardless of how they do it, I think it's going to incorporate research in some way. I only have a little over 15,000 research, so I need to get that up and running again because it's going to take me a long time to produce a significant amount of research, only doing it on one plot. So I just want to get started with that. Now, the one thing that I think people might be overlooking, if we go to Artisan Quarter, can excuse me, kind of take a look at what you can produce here. You've got your auction marks, of course, fortune tickets, you've got your midnight potions, and you've got your wagon kits. Of the 4, the one that I'm really interested in is fortune tickets. I think they are very affordable as far as the cost goes. I'm only taking 200 DEC, 10 vouchers, 200 aura. Okay, that's not a lot. There are people that can produce thousands and thousands of aura in a day. Now, the one thing that I noticed, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but if we go to other items and we check out the supply of how many fortune tickets are actually been created, we scroll down here, you can see there's a little over 200 for sale currently. But look up here for the total. It says amount issued 2,514. Now, am I correct in understanding that means there's only been 2,500 tickets created? Now, that is very significant, and here's why. This is going to start in under a week. I think it's next Thursday is going to be the last day for Yaba's Pickle, and then they're going to go to the fortune tickets being able to be used for the draws. Now, they're going to have 50 gold arcane pickles starting at number 50, working its way up to number 1. You can submit as many tickets as you want. Everyone that submits a ticket, even if you don't win, you're going to get a pickle. So that's kind of cool. You at least get something for your ticket. But here's the thing. If there's only 2,500 tickets that have been created as of now, divide that by 50. That means there's going to be on average 50 tickets a day that can be used for these gold foil arcane pickles. So if you only have one ticket and there's on average like 50, you got a 2% chance of pulling a pickle. Now, how much is that card going to be worth? Let's take a look real quick and just look at what the other gold arcanes are going for. So this is all the gold arcanes that are currently on the market. Your cheapest one is $210. Now, being a promo card, being the pickle, being special, all that, I would put it at least 300 or more since there's only going to be 50 of them. So if you've got a chance of getting a $300-ish card, and even if you have to go out and buy the fortune tickets at 50, 60 cents a piece, to me that seems almost like a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, just, buy a couple of them. The problem is there's not very many on the market. So one of the things that I've been focused on, I don't have very many. You can see here I only have 4 because I don't produce any aura. But I just wanted to point out to you guys that this might be something, if you are a land producer, land holder, if you have stored up a little bit of your aura, it might be worth it to make some tickets. Another thing I think might be happening too, just wanted to let you guys know this as well. Once I post this video, not that I have a huge reach, but there's going to be some people that are going to go and buy these off the market. There's not a lot on the market. as you can see, there's like 200 and some. So like 60 some cents, you've got what, like 120, 130 tickets, 62 cents and cheaper. So, there may not be that many, in the coming days, especially once we get to like a day or two before this auction goes up. So just be advised that, you can look here and say, oh, they're only 50, 60 cents. Don't be surprised these jump to $1 or more, because once this goes live and the FOMO kicks in, people might be scarfing up these tickets. So a couple things to keep in mind. This price may change very, very quickly. There's not very many out there. And two, if you are a landholder and you do have the aura, it may be worth it just to buy, just craft a few for yourself. This isn't something you have to flip. If you want to flip these, in a few days and see if you can sell them for $1 or whatever, great. But me personally, I want to hold on to these, maybe pick a few more up and then try to, win that pickle card because I think it's going to be valuable. Like I said, I think it's going to be probably a $200 or $300 card. And, maybe people spend most of their tickets going for the first couple. Number 50, number 49, number 48, you know, if people use all their tickets right away, then that increases your odds. One of the things you might think about doing is if you're not too concerned about mint numbers, go for ones that are in the 30s or in the 20s, when the initial hype dies down, and then when people have used most of their tickets probably for the first 10, or people are saving up their tickets for the last 10. Maybe you can get, a cheap one or a better odds going for one in the 20s or 30s. So just wanted to put some of those ideas out there for you guys. So like I said, if you have the ability to craft these, it might be worthwhile to do it. Hang on to them. If you do have the funds, it may be worthwhile to pick up a few. Like I said, going by this, I mean, granted, this number will go up, but like I said, with us only being 6 days away from when that launches, how much higher can this actually go? So just some things to think about. Hope you guys found this useful. And as always, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, and grab your tickets. Let's go.